Yeah, look at my look. They just coming down. I get when I shower, they just keep loosening up. These ends won't stay. They won't stay like this. Look at them. Anyway, hello. So, ooh, wait. Okay. Um. Hello. Love you, G. God, speak through me. Help me help myself and possibly someone else. You know, I don't know. We know not. So, of course, I'm still looking for work. Um, I'm still in the Bible. Dolo. Isolation. Hopefully, things will turn around. Um, I'm gonna try to recall yesterday and today's little revelations and understandings, what I caught. All right, so I don't know. Yeah, I know, because I don't sleep. I went to sleep maybe like, I'm going to say 4 and I get up at 9. And I just been up. So today we're going to speak on not knowing my gift. And when do we want to make a peace treaty with our past? And then we're going to hit certain points. And then we're going to talk about narcissism. I guess we can start with narcissism because it's the freshest on my mind. So, y'all know I don't like to look at myself sometimes. So, and then I'm kind of ashamed of my bifocals, but yeah, you gotta learn to love yourself. Hopefully I'll be able to get some context on my throat. I haven't talked since yesterday when I got on here, so my throat kind of feel like I'm straining. But so narcissism. A narcissist is made. We're not born that way. We're made from what we experience. I've come to find out I have some narcissistic ways. I guess it was more related to being a covert narcissist. All of us get some specks of it in our being, our existence, who we are as individuals. All of us don't know it, so we're not intentionally being that way. All of us haven't even been notified about some of the ways. A lot of us haven't been notified about some of the ways. Some of us have been, and we just ignore it and continue to do whatever. So for me, mirroring was my way of it. Chasing what I lacked in certain, chasing what I lacked and being nurtured. And that wasn't even the fault of who dropped me. That was the person's fault of who dropped them. So we're not pointing any blame because once you realize it, now is as an adult, it's your job to try to fix it. So that's what I'm on. typically being a narcissist is like trying to manipulate, not caring about nobody's feelings but your own. Basically, just being sometimes being negative and wanting your way from what you didn't get. So a narcissist is reacting from hurt and not knowing how to deal with it. So they they build a bunch of negative ways, and it becomes who they are and how they move in daily life. So with me, I was a mirror for that type of behavior because it's what I learned. I was a people pleaser. I avoided all conflict because fear of them leaving. When in actuality, if you leave, you weren't meant to stay. So bad. That's how it should be. Just not knowing who I was as a person and a lot of negative, projecting that was put on me. A lot that I don't even remember, but I know it came from somewhere. So it's a lot that I don't even I've been able to bury a lot, and just I've suppressed so much, and I never really dealt with anything, but that's from then, and I've been trying to ever since I started figuring it out. Um, the moment I started figuring out who, the moment I started figuring out ways about myself was ways about myself that and where I allowed things that I shouldn't was with I don't want to say it, but with my son's dad. I'm sorry, but oh Jesus be offense. Anyway, um, I had I ignored a lot, and me seeing the best, the good in what me seeing the good in a person and trying to take on the responsibility of making the person thrive and be a better person, taking on a responsibility that was not mine at 16 years old. That moment, everything started just So at 16 is when everything for me, that's when everything starts spiraling for me. I went through a lot before then, but I dealt with none of it. It happened and I just, next. But at 16, when I'm literally trying not to say certain things to protect certain people. I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna just say I went through things I should not have went through at 16 years old. Saw things that I should not have seen. I went through things before 16, but I didn't start noticing things until 16. So anyway, that's when I started noticing and ignoring a lot, like just wanting to, trying to fill a void. Whole time the void could only be filled with God. I always known God, like I say, but I was young and rebellious and of the world, thinking I knew everything, and also not knowing enough from lessons like God. Like, okay, I'll just say sometimes I will be in situations and I wanted clarity, so I asked a question, but I was just gone. So I found out by myself, and me finding out by myself put me in a horrible position. So anyway, my ways of narcissism and my learning of it today is my acknowledgement to the fullest and me talking to God and me saying, Lord, what's the first step? He just told me, pray about it, right? Recognize it. Then you humble yourself. Cause yeah, you fell short. And sometimes you ignored what was in front of you. Although you were seeking something or searching for something, you had the telltale signs. Like, so humble yourself because you're not perfect. And then repent. And then ask God to help me become the version of self that you made me to be. And then the growth will come into play. Overnight, not gonna be what it's not gonna be what happened. You can be delivered from it, but you still have to, the mental has to be fixed, because as long as you've been kind of warped in that space, that took time. So it's gonna take time for you to come out of it. So that's for you have to look it up, because I'm not a genius on it, but look it up. Go to Redefine TV and look up the video how to detect a narcissist. Yeah, it's gonna be Isaac Curry speaking to you. So after the narcissist, let's talk about not knowing my gift. So this is not fresh on my mental, but basically, I don't know my gift. I know things about me. I know how to love. It's a curse and a gift. Because, like I said about the narcissism, I've always wanted to, I've always saw the best in people, and I felt like it was my responsibility to bring it out of them. Even though they showed me, I'm not on what you on. Like, ain't no, like, don't try to save me, because I'm good where I'm at. So me being able to love and have empathy and sympathy in any situation, I guess that's a gift. I don't know. Sometimes I can detect. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but some, when the connection is close, or when I kind of learned a person, I try to like pay attention as much as I can in detail, like I did with my son. Like, I saw him changing from the way he even hugged me. Like, I paid that much attention. I saw how his smiles were not as often. And I understand he was becoming a man of his own, and he had to grow from my issues, from what am now growing from. I've always spoke to him. I've always tried to talk through how he was feeling, and it happened the older he got. So with me doing it, the older he got, I should have started younger. That's a whole nother story because of incidents that weren't all my doing. It was sometimes when you fight for something and you're not doing it completely with God, it won't work out, because you're doing it and trying to do it yourself. with my son, I was trying to do it myself, but I just had too many people against me. And I was of the world, and I'm going to just say this. Beware of the closest people to you, or beware of the people who claim to be the closest to you, because they're not all really for you. I hate that about life. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that so much. And in me, all I literally want, like, it's hard being me, because I literally at 41, I just want people to get along and work out your differences. Like, even at the worst of mistakes, I get hope for that. I guess another one of my gifts is I'm able to forgive. I think I'm a bit stubborn once my feelings are hurt, but I'm able to go on with the next day. Like, this is a new day. Why are we still on what happened yesterday? And then I'm on, can we talk about it and get through it? My normal, what I know, what I was raised up around, hold the grudge. I don't want to talk. Deal with it. Find a vice. That's why I drunk the way I did. Again, I made choices. I didn't go to God. I knew God. I didn't know him how I should have. I had choices. I was young, true. I wasn't as developed as I am and still need more development. I could cry, but all I could think is, if God let me come up in this way, it gotta be a plan for something. All I could think that if God not made my son be taken at the hand of old girls, boyfriend, baby daddy, what's another word? You know, when you in coerce, like when you partner in crime, God didn't make that happen. But I know God gonna bring something out of that happening. He has his fixed fight. I know that these so-called family members, I know that these so-called friends, I know y'all, I know. Like, y'all had it, I know. You're not fooling me. But it's like God got a plan. And I can't take control of what God gonna do. Although I want to, you know. I'm gonna try to stay positive. But this is what I deal with every day. Like, knowing something and not being able to move on it. Not actually wanting to, because I know God wouldn't want me to, but being hurt. Like, you want to react. I want to react. Okay, so one of my other gifts is when something is, like, for some reason I can feel it. I didn't know what it was at first. I always thought it was anxiety. But it was like, you can come around me and I know, nope, mm-mm, mm-mm. I don't need I need you to move that way. I'm able to do that. At one point, I didn't know what that was. Now I do. I also need to learn more of discernment and anxiety, Holy Spirit discernment, and like my nerves and my anxiety. I've been through so much that I can't sometimes tell the difference of the two. Uh, PTSD, I only thought that can happen if you've been in war. No, life trauma can really bring that on. Someone taught me that. Okay, so with my gifts, I know how to love. I know how to empathize. I want the best for everybody. Literally, I know how to forgive. Some discernment. And basically, I don't know if this is a gift, but at my lowest, I'm trying to get through it. And the reason I record is I don't know what other people are going through, but I know things could be worse for me. So I don't know if it's a storm, if it's a transition, if it's a what's the word? I don't know what this is. It could be all of it in one. I just want to. You never know what people going through, and I know I'm going through, and I don't have words for it, but hopefully, me speaking on my current space, hopefully I can help someone get through theirs. I guess that's a gift. Dimensions. That's what I kept trying to think. Like, I need to learn more about dimensions because I know we are in different dimensions of some. I don't know too much about it, but yeah. So last one. Lord, it's been 22 minutes. Okay, last one. When do you know when you want to make a peace treaty with your past? I know I want to. So I need to confront it. You need to confront it. We have to find out what the issue is. Like, ask God to reveal to you, where did this all start? And once you find out, do not judge yourself of the revelation that you gain. Find somebody that you actually trust and share how you feel to get your healing. Also, as you know, I don't trust anybody. But it's not possible for God to have made all these people and everybody is a threat to me. It has to be somebody I can trust. Somebody is out there that you can trust. And once you share with someone how you feel, you're allowing the healing to start, like I said, and you can grow. That's the whole point. Everything you go through. I've said this in another video. Everything we go through is for growth. And I feel like it's up to us whether we sit still in a space or we grow from it. Mistakes are growth. Hurt is growth. Pain is growth. Grievance. Lord, grievance. Okay. The other point is you have to forgive those who have hurt you, and you have to forgive yourself. This is, again, it's another thing of how you make a peace treaty with your past. you have to also, in your daily life, like we go through, and sometimes, we get people who don't treat us so well. Um, you got to consider what they're going through. They could possibly be going through something and they just snapped. We got to be strong in it and like just take that in consideration. I don't know what they day been like. If you can't say something positive to them, just you push on and you just let them be with it. You gotta, when you forgiving yourself, you have to know that no one can take care of you the way you take care of you. So the choices you make, like for me, I'm gonna give you 2 examples. So for considering someone is going through something, one day I went to the grocery store and it was people in line, and then it was somebody that was in line, but this is the line, I'm the line. It was somebody that came in line and they were like this in line, and then they walked that way. So I walked up this way and I'm like this, and I said, are you all in line completely, or do I need to get behind y'all, or are y'all over there doing something else? The girl got an attitude. So what I said was, oh, you okay, you having a bad day. It's fine. It's cool. And so she went off, I ain't having no bad day. Whoop, 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 whoop. I was like, oh, Lord, you know, I want to feel something because I'm numb. I don't have my son. So we can really, like, go there. That's what I was thinking. But I was like, that was flesh. Then spirit, you don't know what she's going through. She might be going through something. I heard a voice that say, talk to her, or say, hope you have a good day. Or like just try to figure out what made her snap. When I was getting ready, I was in line and something told me to do that, but I just walked past her. I feel like I was disobedient, and I gotta move when I hear that, because that couldn't have hurt anything. That could have helped. And if it would have like went into something totally different, then maybe there just would have been some stress I get to release. I don't know. And in taking care of yourself, nobody can do it like you. You have to be kind to yourself and forgive the you that you were when you were of the world. Forgive that you, because God has forgiven you. You gotta love yourself the way God love you. You have to see yourself the way God see you. Everybody else that get their own opinion, let them have it. That ain't got nothing to do with you. It is not your business to prove somebody that you are becoming a better you. If they don't see it, that's on them. Okay. Your destiny isn't tied to who left you. Like I said, if somebody leave, okay, you weren't meant to stay. Because if they meant to stay, they can't leave. Do not stay with nobody that's treating you bad. Do not stay around nobody that's disrespecting you. If they don't want to leave and they want to keep you around and try to beat you down and bring you down, you need to pick yourself up and leave, because God ain't going to treat you like that. You ain't going to treat you like that. So dismiss yourself. Dismiss yourself. You're dismissed. That's what my son used to say. You dismissed. Oh man, I ain't laughed in so long thinking of something he said. Like, you can really try to start an argument with him, and he'll just look at you and be like, you dismissed. Oh man. Okay. The danger of trying to keep somebody around you that doesn't need to be around you, or trying to replace them with somebody after they've left, you can stall out. You can prevent your call. You can prolong your purpose. You can hold up the person that's for you. If they leave, let them go. Y'all remember what Madea said? Honey, if somebody want to leave your life, let them go. They'll know what they had once they, they'll figure it out, but then it's going to be too late. This is real talk. I don't know about none of the rumors that's going on about Tyler Perry. I don't care. He said he love God. God going to fix him and whatever he going through if he truly do love God. All I know is that Madea character has helped me through a lot of stuff. Decide not to let your yesterday rob you for your today and tomorrow. Don't dwell on, like I said, don't dwell on it. I'm the type of person, okay, I've learned to be like, all right, can we talk it out so tomorrow can be better? Or the rest of the day or the rest of the night can be better? Or you want to just hold on to that? Because if you do, go ahead. I'm not going to do it. Be present in your now. Be present. Try to be present. If those around you don't want to be, pray for them. God will handle it. You got to focus on you because your focus is to become the person God made you to be. I be trying to save everybody. Lord. Okay. And not even claiming to be perfect. I think I used to do it all the time also because I wanted to feel wanted. Whole time God want me. Don't need nobody else to want me. Whole time son wanted me. Don't need nobody else to want me. For real, for real. And letting go of your past tree and Lord, making a peace with your past. You would just, like I said, stay focused on you. Decide not to let them days be or conflict with who you are becoming. Holding on to that, like you not this, like, I know you want to heal, but you got to really want to heal. And in wanting to heal, you got to let go of some things. You got to let go of everything that, you have to let go of everything that you once were of the world. I was kind of the world. I'm kind still. I was drinking every day of the world. I'm not trying to drink now. I was sexually active of the world. No sex. Very promiscuous of the world. Looking for something. Not on it. Now I'm looking, seeking God. I was a thief and I lied of the world. I'm telling the truth and I ain't touching none that ain't mine unless it's some food in the kitchen and everybody to contribute of some sort. I don't know. I'm just like, you gotta let go of everything that made you not of God. And it takes time. So don't beat yourself up. Give yourself some grace. Because if you want it, for real, it's going to happen. I miss my son and I miss my grandpa. Know when people can't be replaced. Treat them with the honor and respect that they deserve while you got them. Because some people cannot be replaced. My son cannot be replaced. There will never be another Gigi. Never. That man taught me everything I know today. Everything. First person that I knew, first human being where I knew I was loved. Like, not assumed. Like, not, like, okay, you're my cousin, you love me, I guess. No. Not even you're my daughter and I love you. No. Nope. It don't work like that all the time. You're my responsibility and I'm gonna do my part as much as I can. But I don't love you for real. I just know I'm supposed to do this. People are really like that. But with my son, I knew it. I didn't doubt it for one bit. On none of his actions could I doubt it. No, I didn't doubt it. I was just thinking he did start to change. Do you doubt he loved you in any of it? Didn't doubt it. I always knew my son loved me. And he knew I loved him. Even with all my wrongs, he knew it. I told him every day. I showed him even in my mistakes. I tried to tell him the truth as much as I could. I think I let him grow up a little too fast because of what I didn't have in growing up. And being sheltered all the way till 16 really kind of, it kept me safe from the world. Although I get some hurt from the shelter. So yeah. But we gotta let that past go. I have to let that past go. I gotta accept, okay, all of this happened. Now what you gonna do and how you gonna grow from it? How you gonna help somebody that's going through it? How you gonna build them and let them know you're gonna be okay? You're gonna be okay. It's hard, it's hurtful, but you're gonna be okay. All right, y'all, I'm gone. God bless.